Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Janet, the Journal Keeper. Welcome back if you're returning, and if this is your first visit, I hope you'll enjoy what you see and consider subscribing, giving me a thumbs up and pressing the little bell so you'll be notified when I upload a new video, which is about once a week. I said in my previous video that, I probably would try to have one more Halloween project. And here we are. I have to say, this is not of my invention. On Instagram, I saw this, well, I guess you call it bunting or banner. And it was made by Juliana Michaels. And I will put a link to her Instagram page in the description. But I was quite taken with it, so I thought I'd see what I could make of it myself. So basically, I believe she just had the one shape, but I couldn't really decide whether I wanted the downward point or the 2 points on the pieces of bunting. So I sort of did some and some. I took an A4 piece of paper, which is, let's measure that just for everybody. I started with an A4 piece of paper, but I did cut it down, which is about 5 3/4 by just under 8.5. But I've cut it down to 6 by 4.5. Now I'll write all these in the description, so there's no need to worry about writing them down now. So I cut them to 6 by 4.5 inches, and to mark the to make the different shapes, I've marked a point in the middle, okay, here, and I've gone up 2 inches here, and then I've drawn down to each corner. That is for this one here. So marked in the middle, gone up 2 inches, and then drawn a diagonal line down to each corner, which you then cut out. For the pointed one, this one, I've done the same. I found the middle point, and then I've gone up, what have I done? It's about, should a bit under 2 inches, that one. No, it's not, it's right about 2 inches. I've made a mark 2 inches up on each side, and then I've drawn a diagonal line from where I've marked this point here to the midpoint on either side. So then you cut that out and you've got this one. So that's pretty easy. What I did with some of the leftover bits of paper was I put an extra strip on the back here, because I was thinking about, being a bit sturdier for these holes here, and the fact that you'd be threading things and, there'd be the weight of them hanging. So I thought it would be a good idea to do that. So I think I've done, where's it? Yeah. So I've sort of decorated this one just to give you an idea. I've got a massive bits and bobs here to decorate these. So I'll just cut these ones that I've marked, so you can see how they look when they're just cut and not actually covered. Yep, that's a bit off. Okay. If you don't have a crocodile or anything to punch your holes and put eyelets in, You could, you know, put some, just punch the hole and put some, the hole strengtheners in. What do you call those? In the little round things with a hole in it that you put round. You could glue some of those on and maybe like inked over them so they're not sort of blaring white. So there's the ones that have been measured and are cut. Extra piece along the top here, and then you can punch your holes. I used the larger hole in the crocodile and fairly close to each edge. I didn't want them right on the edge though. And I think this is a good project to use up leftover bits of your Halloween paper and ephemera. You could decorate them with lace or, you know, creepy cloth, anything like that really. You could do, okay, so I've put some eyelets in there. So I think that's going to be pretty sturdy really. You can hang them with thread through either cord or a narrow ribbon. Really anything you like. Got the wrong hole there. I hope you're all well today, and it's pretty chilly this morning. I've had to turn the heater on, but I'm getting a new heater which is going to be more cost effective. We're all very cost effective at the moment, cost conscious at the moment, because our bills have gone up so much. Not just us here in England, but I think everybody in Europe has had horrendously increased bills because of, well, Putin mainly. Yeah, thanks to him. Thanks very much, Mr. Putin, for all your suffering you've caused everywhere. Sorry, shouldn't get political. Anyway, we're managing. You know, we're just us two. We don't use much electricity, and we'll manage. I know there's going to be other people that are going to struggle much more than us. So, okay, shall we decorate a couple of these? Let's do that. A little bit of collage. I've got these numbers here that I've been wanting to use. So I thought I might use them here. Glue. There we go. Sorry if you can hear banging noises. There seem to be some lorries delivering something. Somewhere they keep banging around. Maybe it's next door. Maybe they're going to start the building again. I don't know. What's happened to the builders? They just disappeared. Nothing's happened in, I don't know, a couple of months now. I tell you what, that'd annoy me if I was trying to get something built. Excuse me. Right. We had a few days down in Somerset, a place we often stay at, which was nice. We always go to Glastonbury, where they have the big festival each year. Of course, obviously it's just into the town, but it was, we have a favourite vegetarian restaurant we go to there. We're not vegetarian, but you know, there's a lot. Glastonbury is very much a mystical hippie type of place, and there's lots of vegetarian restaurants. And this one, if any of you ever go to Glastonbury, you should go to the Rainbow's End. I mean, they are so creative in their cooking, and they make all kinds of amazing things. Even if you're not vegetarian, you probably enjoy it. Let's see if I can find a bit of lace. Something to put along the bottom, I think. That could kind of down there. So just cut that like that, I think. Right, let's see if we can get some glue going. Try the I haven't been in here for a few days. I imagine it's quite cold, so everything's probably glued up, jammed up. So by the time you see this, it'll be a week or two since we've had the Christmas, the beginning of the Christmas Halloween, the Christmas, with the Tim Holtz Christmas, I don't know what you call I've gone blank. Well, first of all, it was the Sizzix, the dyes, then it was the inks and sprays and things, yeah, for Christmas. So Yeah, I really shouldn't watch it because I make this vow that I'm not going to buy any more. And then I watch this and then that's I end up buying something. To be fair, I didn't buy any of the inks and sprays because I feel like, well, I've got so many. I really don't need any. But I did buy a couple of dyes. I want to try to get a bit more confident in making cards. So, I mean, you can use dyes for anything really, but I wanted to try to make some cards. I think by the time you see this, let's see, we will have had another one, which will be probably ideology this week because I'm a little bit videoing ahead, so. Right, so we just need some holes in this one. I think black highlights would be a good idea. I just don't happen to have any of those. I did also think that with the leftover bits of paper I had, I cut them into strips, and I thought you could actually make a border along here if you wanted to with these strips. I haven't done that yet though. If anybody hasn't got a crocodile, I'd say it's one of the best bits of kit you can have. Certainly worth the money. Put it on your Christmas list if you haven't got one. I'm always putting things on my Christmas list like that. I think the last thing I got was my birthday. I got the die cutting machine. Yeah, the Sizzix. Yeah, I've been umming and ahhing about it, and I don't know. I must have been talking about it. My husband heard me. Oh, I was talking about it with him or something. He said, "Oh, I could get you that for your birthday," and I said, "Oh, okay then." So that solved that. I had been umming and ahhing and couldn't decide what to do, whether to get one or not. So, well, that solved that problem. So, I have to say, well, of course, you end up start buying dyes then, of course. But I have to say, I've quite enjoyed using it. Okay, number one, where are you? Oh, I really should have separated all these things out. I just sort of piled it all on here. Oh well, it'll turn up. I've got this real tall gentleman I want to use. I think he'd be better off on one of these, and he could be sort of in the middle, like that. It looks really, really tall. Identify specimen. There you go. That looks good. Hear the train going by. Our steam train goes down along the valley, which is where the river is, and it's sort of it's not at the bottom of our garden, but our gardens. The land's not our garden, but the land that we live on there, it slopes down to the we're on sort of on the side of the valley, I suppose you'd say. It slopes down towards the river. So yeah, I think he can be an identified specimen there. Tracy Fox has come up with some a new thing in her Etsy shop. These little cards, which you can reprint, which, as you know, with another person that has some ephemera similar, you have to keep buying them. You can't reprint them. These are actually only on a sort of a paper, but I mean, they'd be better on a card, really, card stuff. But her Etsy shop is Love Junk Journals, and I'll leave a link to that down in the description. Old crow. Oh dear. Okay, let's see what we've got here. One of the Tim Holtz transparents. Actually, this lady needs to be on a pointed one because her dress is, and these are all 2 points. Oh well, never mind. Aha, I found the one. Yeah, there we go. This is a washi sticker I've had for some time. Oh, I managed to get it off. I have trouble with these because I don't have any fingernails. after I finish this, I'm going to be finishing off cooking the last of our tomatoes from our garden. Freeze them, stew them and freeze them with some peppers and onions. Then you can use them. Ooh. I don't know what that noise is. Yeah, so that'll go in the freezer. So I think that'll be the last of our allotment now, our garden. Okay, it's condemned tag I thought might come in useful. Actually, to cut that bit off there, we should be. Okay, well, let's see, what have we got? I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which was all I cut out anyway. So there we are. You can make your own banners there, or bunting, whatever you call it, for Halloween. I think I might, get some cord or ribbon and thread that through. So I think sounds like they're actually starting work next door, so it's probably a good job that I'm finished. So our next video will be starting on something to do with Christmas, I believe. So I do hope that you have enjoyed this and that you'll subscribe and come back again. So I'll say goodbye for now, and I hope you'll all stay well and safe. Goodbye for now.